Hi, I'm going to be talking about Enlightenment philosophers and how they basically affected government and our Constitution. I'm going to be talking about three philosophers, Hobbes, Locke, and Rousseau. On other slides, I'll be talking about Voltaire or Thomas Paine. So there's a few things that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the state of nature, the purpose of government, the representation, the impact on the founders. State of nature is basically, to me, I always look at it as man, good or bad. So Hobbes believed the state of nature, there's always a constant war, there's no morality, everyone lives in constant fear, and because of this fear, no one is really free, because even the weakest person could actually kill the strongest, so people are equal. And in this case, I would say men are bad, and that's the case with Hobbes. With Locke, men are a little bit better. Men exist in a state of nature and perfect freedom to do what they want. The state of nature is not necessarily good or bad, it's chaotic. There's good things and bad things that happen. So men give up this state of nature to secure advantages of civilized society. So they would give up some freedom to get some security. With Rousseau, it's very interesting. He says men in a state of nature are free and equal. Men are noble savages, and civilization and basically society corrupts people, so you're better off to be in nature. Purpose of government, according to Hobbes, is to impose law and order and prevent the state of war, to prevent fighting and basically have rules so man is in order. With John Locke, it's a little bit better, to secure natural rights, namely your property and liberty. That's the purpose of government, property and liberty. And then with Rousseau, it's to bring people into harmony, to unite them under the general will. And it's a general will, which is a theme with Rousseau. Representation and type of government. Governments are designed to control, not necessarily represent. So in this case, it would be a absolute monarchy. There really wouldn't be any direct democracy or representative democracy. With Locke, it would be representation ensures that governments are responsive to people. Representation is safeguard against oppression, and you would have, in this case, he favored a representative democracy, not direct democracy. And with Rousseau, representation was not enough. Citizens cannot delegate their civic duties. They must be actively involved. Rousseau favors a direct democracy to enact the general will. So Rousseau was direct democracy, Locke was representative democracy, and Thomas Hobbes was basically, let's have a dictatorship or a monarchy. The impact on the founders, governments must be designed to protect the people from themselves. With Locke, its government must be designed to protect people from government. Also, natural rights must be secured and protected. And with Rousseau, governments must be responsive and aligned to the general will. People make a nation, not institutions, and individual wills are subordinate to the collective will. So that's how these three people basically affected our founding fathers and our Constitution. And these three people were very, very important in our founding and how our founding fathers felt about government. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, refer to the slide or ask questions in class.